Hello, my name is Alicia Gaduti. I am the Vice President for Business Development and Communications at CHR, and that's Community Health Resources. CHR is one of the most experienced, committed local providers of behavioral health services. We provide services throughout Central and Eastern Connecticut, and our services include over 80 programs in 32 locations, and we serve over 11,000 people a year, and that includes children, adults, families, people with mental health needs, with substance abuse issues, really the gamut of behavioral health care. We also provide an array of child and family services, and included in those services are several foster care programs that we're working on in conjunction with DCF, and it's really a great way for you to think about how you can make a difference in your community and how you can impact the life of a child. We're looking for people who have room in their home, who have room in their heart, and are willing to support some children who are less fortunate, who don't have their own natural supports in their natural families, and who are willing to take this on. It's a tremendous way for you to contribute and really make a difference and be a part of somebody else's childhood memories. So I urge you to please listen to the stories that you're going to hear today, listen to our existing foster families, and to some of the foster children that have been helped throughout our system, and consider this as something that you could do in your life.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm one of the program directors for our foster care program. I'm here to tell you about the supports we offer to our foster families. All of our foster families go through pre-placement training as well as ongoing training and support groups. We also offer 24-hour, 7-day-a-week support by our foster care team. We also provide case management and therapeutic services to all our children and families. In addition, we provide a monthly tax-free stipend as well as free medical health coverage to all the children.
I think there are a lot of children out there that need families, that need people that are going to stick with them, that are going to realize that they're not your typical child. You can't raise them like your typical child. You have to look beyond some of the things that they do. And you have to give them that support. You have to be the advocate for them, because there's nobody else that's going to advocate for them.
That's my only life now, you know, is having children. My wife and having the kids in our picture, you know, our family picture, and we have pictures of the children all over the house. It's a new family. That's what it is. Well, becoming a foster parent is a great thing for our community. It helps all the children that are in need there. There's about tons of children that need help. And we can't leave our children alone. Our children, that's our future. If we don't help them, what is this country going to be?
These kids are so traumatized, most of them, that they just need someone to love them. And when I say that, I mean love them through the good and the bad. So it's gonna make you a better person at the end of the day, because your patience is gonna be stretched and stretched and stretched. But at the same time, it's gonna be so rewarding, because as long as you stick it out and stay in there, you're gonna see the rewards. People say that, but it's true. You will see the rewards if you stick it out and be patient.
I've been a foster parent for about 7 years now, and every time I have a problem, I call CHR and they come right to my house.
I've taken advantage of all the 24-hour care, taken advantage of all the counselors and caseworkers and everybody that has been a part of it, because I knew I couldn't do this alone, and I didn't want her to think that we were alone in this, so it was always been a partnership, so I never felt afraid.
Well, for me, it's been the girls coming to the home, talking to us and actually working on the problems that we have in the home and how to deal best with our grandson. The training that they do, rather than just coming into our home and checking out the home to see if everything is okay. You know, we've had actual training in our home. The whole program has been very helpful for us. It was a step up because we needed a more advanced program.
I agree. I particularly like all the facets, the different facets of training that they provide other people that have children of their own that have the same needs as our children or our grandson.
We have found the trainings very, very beneficial. The support groups that we come to once a month at CHR have been so much more helpful than most of the other programs that we've gone to. They deal with not just supporting us as a couple or as a family. They're very helpful in dealing with the actual problems that are going on, and the other people that are there at the support groups are mainly going through the same things we are, the same kind of problems. It's almost like, gee, they live in our home, because it's like they're talking about our grandchild, and the things that we're dealing with daily are always like an upgrade. That was an upgrade coming to CHR. That's the only way I can explain it. It was an upgrade in dealing with the actual problems we have. And the support that we get once a month there has just been so beneficial in helping us with all of the problems.
And it taught me that our grandson is not broken, that we can't fix him. But if we help to think about what it is that we can do in order to smooth the situation, it's been a whole, and I would have never been able to get that information if I hadn't come to this place right here.
I just had a lot of negative experiences when I first started doing foster care, and that's how I got to this point. With the way people's attitudes were towards foster children, especially in the school system. Some of the teachers, like one of my very first children, the teacher told him that he didn't have to do homework because he was going to visit his mother on Tuesday. So even though everybody else had homework Tuesday night, she gave him a pass. And he kept saying, no, I don't have homework. So when I finally met with her and asked, she said, oh, he's a foster child, he meets with his mother, so I'm not giving him homework. So I said, well, let's say I told you he was my biological child and he goes to his grandmother's every Tuesday night. Would you tell him he didn't have to do homework? She said, no. I said, then forget he's a foster child. I was a DCF foster parent before, and the difference is there's more support with CHR. DCF is a great agency to work for, but sometimes when you have children that need a little bit more care, you need people there right when you have that emergency, right when you have that need. And with CHR, I haven't had an instance where I haven't been able to get a hold of someone if I needed them to help me out with the situation. So for me, that's the difference, is there's more support.
CHR made everything easy. They really walked us through every aspect of the application process. Everything was simple and quick.
So basically you have a checklist. So there's no surprises of everything that you need. Your background check, and it's on your own time. I didn't feel any pressure. Like I said, okay, we need to go get our background, get our fingerprints done. We did it on our own time. It wasn't like you need to go today, you need to hurry up. Wait for those to come back. You need to write your bios. Whenever they're ready, we'll come back and pick them up, or you could drop them off. Anything that needs to be filled out, your medical forms for you and the kids, you can do that on your own time. So all the paperwork, you knew what needed to be done. It was in a big packet, it was a checklist, and as you work through it, you just check it off, and then they come back out and go over everything with you.
Well, at first it was scary. It was facing the unknown because I'd never been a parent before. So it was anticipation, excitement. It was an adventure, more or less, and just looking forward to helping someone that needed help in time in their need.
CHR, they basically walked us through the whole process. They prep you and tell you you know, how it's going to be, that the child might be scared, you know, how you're feeling. They talk to your children if you have any children in your home. So basically, we were kind of anxious to meet them. So after we met them, there's pre-placement visits. So He came on the pre-placement visits, and we kind of were getting attached during the pre-placement visits, so we were excited, and he was as well, to just get to stay. They explain to you what exactly is going to happen. You know, they write up a plan and they say, well, this day he's going to visit just for this time, and this day he's going to stay over. So nothing's happening that you don't know is going to happen.
They really walked us through everything. They really held our hand the whole time.
I'd have to say when China was with me, probably for the first year, she was having a lot of trouble trying to hold back everyone knowing that she was a foster child. And at a school assembly, she got up the courage, because it was about all their kids were going up and talking about how their lives have changed in some way, and she went up and started talking about how I'm like her mom. And I would think that was probably the best. She talked about what she had gone through and let the whole school know that she was a foster child, and it was a big breakthrough for her. And then, of course, the birth of my grandchild, she calls me grandma, you know, for him, and he knows me as grandma. So it's like a whole family has been created. So it's just every season there's new moments.
Because it'll help the kids, like, especially Doreen, like, she takes in teenagers, and like, especially the teenagers, they need like homes and stuff, like, because they're always bouncing around. Nobody wants teenagers because they think we're all trouble and stuff. I don't know, they just need homes. When I would get upset and stuff, they would just like come out to the house, and that helped me a lot. Yeah, I kind of miss that, but they would talk to me about like having like a positive life, like looking more positive into life and stuff. I stopped moving from home to home, and I actually got more individual attention, like with the therapy and everything. Like, I never ever talked to any therapist until I met this one worker, Kwai. Like, she got me talking to like her and stuff. I don't know. I was never into therapists. And then, I don't know, I just like the individual attention, and I like how they come out and they're on call and stuff when you need them. I would get my moments, and like when I needed someone to talk to, they were there. Like, if I didn't want to talk to my best friend, Doreen, I don't know, people like that, they would like come out right away, like if I needed them. Or they would call me and be like, calm down. Or if they couldn't come see me that day, they'll come see me right the next day at like school or something. So they were always there.